All right. So I believe that is the completion of your turn. Next up, the Confederation of the Upright Vagrant. So here we go. Number 6. I always feel like I'm like announcing a radio like countdown. Coming in at number 6, it's Space Master and the Jams, Confederation of the Upright Vagrant with their new single, Expand Influence. All right, so Vagrant, you get some money, and I will attend to that for you. So let's have a look. Okay, Vagrant. So you start at 2, you gain 5, bringing you up to 7. There we go. And you are going to take the action, Expand Influence. There we go. You're also going to take the goal, Expand Influence. You never added blood goal for Trill? Oh, I mean, I have it there. I just assumed that. Yeah, good catch, WD-40. Thank you. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so new goal and, there we go. New goal and action. They're going to expand influence. They are expanding. They're building a 3 HP base of influence on Aomori, which is going uncontested. Nothing but friends on Aomori. So let's go. Confederation of the Upright Vagrant. Let's mark it as summoned. And it is a base of influence. Not a base of influenza. Just stay away from those. If the planet you're on has a base of influenza, stay the fuck away from it. Don't go there. Just maintain 1d6 hexes distance, please. Okay. Oh yeah, they're spending 3, right? I'm just so used to doing 1 HP ones. All right, and that's on Aomori. There we go. That's going to cost them 3 of their balance, bring them down to 4. That's right. Don't touch the boy. Stay away from the boy. The boy is dangerous. Okay. All right. So we got a 3 HP base of influence on Aomori. That completes their goal, bringing them up 1 XP to 7. So I'll note that as well. Just spell with your fingers, Adam. Complete goal, 1 XP. And there we go. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly this morning. Okay, all right. So there is a message from the Upright Vagrant have a message for you, everyone. So let's see here. In these uncertain times, the Confederation of the Upright Vagrant reminds all captains and crew members to observe the following procedures when arriving at all ports and stations to protect against disease. 1. Do not leave your ship unless necessary. 2. Maintain a 6-foot distance from all non-crew when in public. 3. Avoid physical contact with others. Instead, offer the vagrant salute in greeting. We all know the vagrant salute, right? If you have to sneeze, you sneeze into your elbow. So instead of saying, "Uh-oh, I have to sneeze," achoo, you sneeze into your hands. Instead, you lift your arm at an angle and you turn your head and then you sneeze into your elbow. That's what you do. Sneeze into your elbow. Don't sneeze into your hands. Don't do it. Thank you, Vagrant. All right. So, let's take a look and see who's next. Next up is Serif. Serif, where are you? Where are you, my friends? Here we go. So you are number 7 in the order. I'm actually going to reshake the order. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So, Serif, they're going to gain their income, of course. So that's 8, bring them up to 16. They're going to spend some of their experience points. They're going to spend XP to purchase Force 4, which brings them down to 1 XP. Their Force goes up to 4. There we go. Cool, cool. And your that means your max hit points also, you see those have increased as well. Okay, so I will note that. And then they're going to take Expand Influence as both their goal and their action. There we go. Okay, all right. So I'll make a note. There we go. Expand Influence. And they're going to buy a 1 hit point base of influence. Looks like nobody is contesting, so it'll be a free buy. So 1 HP base of influence on Orpheus. So let's charge them their 1 fact cred, and let's go build that base. Serif, base of influence 1 this time on Orpheus. Here we go. Okay. Mark that as summoned. Very nice. Okay, so I do have an announcement to close out Serif's turn, and I will read it for you. Here we go. Siblings of faith, we are whole again. They sought to diminish our flame, but in doing so only made us stronger. The memory of what we were, the memory of what was lives on. There are those who believe you have been defeated, that your part to play in the here has been fulfilled. We will show them they are gravely mistaken. You still have everything that is necessary. The angel will help take that spark and start a fire that will light this sector. We will awake, arise, or be forever fallen to ashes. Like the phoenix, we will burn bright, bringing light to the lost and hope to the hopeless. The corruption and weakness of the old will fade and bring on the new age. We embrace shadow. We embrace light. We sing of chaos and eternal night, of order and blessing of day. It's the first Serif announcement in a while that hasn't made me want to drink a cup of coffee. What's fun about these announcements is that I often read them and I try to, like, the voice, you'll notice I do like a slight voice change. I didn't notice myself doing it until I was partway through. I do a slight voice change because I'm just like thinking like, what would an average member of this faction sound like? Which I guess means when I do the Deathless announcements, I have to like eat a live scorpion, stab myself in the head, and then just scream into the mic. I think is that how that works? I don't. Yeah. Fun though. Oh yeah, also shoot 2 guns in the air. For some reason, I've decided they're heavy metal Yosemite Sam, which maybe like heavy metal Russian Yosemite Sam? Comrade Yosemite? What's the Russian equivalent of Yosemite National Park? What's a big chunk of rock? Like Tunguska Sam? Oh my god, you can have that, Deathless, if you want him. Siberia Sam, yeah. Siberia Samovar. Yep. All right, so carrying on, we're now going to see the other side. We're going to see the other side of the coin. So our next faction coming up. You loved them. You loved them in phase. What was it? Phase 3? You loved them in phase 3. Now learn to love them again, like it's the first time in phase 8. So number 8. We have the Prism Network. Let's take a look and see what they are going to get up to. A big turn last turn, Prism. Big turn. Okay. So here we go. March, number 8. They are going to set their goal to blood the enemy, which I believe is already done. I think we already have that. Yep. Smart to script it, though. Smart to script it. So I want to point out a little tactical thing that Prism did here. So Prism expected to be attacked, and on the off chance that they completed their Blood the Enemy on the defense, scripting an additional Blood the Enemy means they can start working on it this turn instead of having to wait until the next turn, right? They could have just left it because the goal was already there. But on the off chance that they had completed that goal, they could have rolled in another goal. Because I don't think there's anything in the rules, I'd have to check, but I don't think there's anything in the rules about completing multiple goals in one turn. But very, very clever, Prism. Nice planning. I like that. So they're gonna, blood the enemy. So that's good. They already have that. So that stands. Okay, so already set at, what was it of 14? It was, what did we have? 6 of 14 to begin. Okay. There we go. 6 of 14. Good. Okay. And then they're going to get their credits first. So Prism Network. They get 8, which brings them to 10. There we go. Okay. So Prism, your math on your orders for your new faction credits total is different than my math. So if you're, oh no, they get 10 and they were at, where were they before? They were at 2. Income is too higher for, yeah, there might be some stuff. Those monopolies died. That's right. Okay. So this should be 12. That's right. Because their income actually goes up because they were under the, there you go. The sheet has it right. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So, let's get to it. They're going to, oh, I think, shit. I think I might have missed part of your order. Let me double check here. Let me double check because if I did, there might be some pause here that we need to do. So let me look. Let's see. Nope. Okay, good. All right, cool. Yeah, so this happens sometimes where because sometimes I have so much stuff going on and I'm juggling so many different things with Verona that sometimes I'll do something correctly, and because I did it correctly and I didn't note that, the next time I see it, it feels like I'm seeing it for the first time. So I saw it, I checked, there was no one contesting your seizure. And then when I saw it the second time, I forgot that I did it the first time so quickly. So I'm just like, I need to keep notes on these things, I guess. All right, so they're going to seize comma. There's nobody there to seize it. And we'll go from there. It's also a big attack action across the board. So let's make a record. And we will play this out. Okay. You ready, everybody? Here it is. Prism Network is going to seize planet, uncontested. So I guess I'll note that first, and I'll show you all the attacks that they're making. So Prism Network, seizure of comma. It's gonna be 1 of 3. There we go. Okay. So here we go. It's a lot of attacks on Serif. So attack Serif on Tootham with Party Machine 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and marketers 1, 2, and 3. Let's do it. So there isn't any defense possible right now. Serif and I had a conversation about this earlier. So Serif can't defend, so this is just shots on the BOI. I believe, or shots on the asset that is there. So let's take a look. It's on Tootham. Let's see what assets are available to get beat on. Here we go. Okay. I like that there's still a Houses Minor Seductro on Tootham. Yeah, covert transit net, but it is unable to defend itself. So it's just going to get punched until it is destroyed. So I will make a note here. No defense possible due to summoning. I did not get any proxy defense orders from anybody. So it looks like this is just gonna go. Okay, so no defense possible due to summoning, just straight damage. All right, so let's go ahead and roll it on out. So we're looking for Tooth them. Here we go. Okay. So we start with Party Machine. Straight up damage. Boom. So Prism deals 3 damage on the first hit. Okay. 3 damage. Meaning they get 3 more, going up to 9. There we go. And then 3 damage to that covert transit net. So it's down to 6. You can watch the wheels turning in my head, trying to do basic math. Okay, all right. So second Party Machine, same thing. To covert transit network. Copy, paste. Let's see how much damage we deal. Did I do that math? It was 12, right? Did I not type? Yeah, it's no, because it was. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought they took 9 damage. Yeah, it's 12. Right. Okay. Next up, more damage. This time, ooh, another 11. Okay, that clears their goal. Okay. This should be interesting. So watch this. So, okay, so it's got 1 hit point left. Blood the enemy maxes out, right? It completes. Okay, there we go. We do 11 damage. There we go. And then as their orders indicated, if Blood the enemy is complete, cease all attacks. And that's it. So Prism almost destroys the covert transit network, gets within 1 point, and then spares it. Interesting. All right. Okay. So I will make a note there. So Blood the enemy is complete. Attacks cease. And this leaves the CTN at 1 HP remaining. There you go. Serif, you get to keep your CTN at 1 hit point. It's still very vulnerable, but you still got it. It survived. All right, so that means this is done. So Blood the enemy is difficulty what? 1, 2? Let's check. BTE difficulty 2. So that's 2 experience for Prism, bringing them up to 11. All right, and the seizure of comma continues. There we go. Okay. Rad. Okay. All right. So I do have an announcement before we finish off Prism's turn. I don't have any musical notes to play you, but you know, that's fine. Imagine them. I'll play a little jingle. Bum bum bum. 1-800-SHIPS for Serfs. Donate your ship today. Bum, bum, bum. And what a catchy song it is, Parthy. Serif's advertisers have really outdone themselves this time. Did you hear that the Ships for Serfs charitable donation program was involved in settling a legal dispute between our parent company and the Confederation of the Upright Vagrant? What a marvelous bit of social work. In any case, up next is Media Minute with Miriam Nispola, sponsored by Acti Immaterium of House Heir Adonis. Stay tuned for news about the Back to the Community program. Efforts to uplift, comma. There you go. There you go. I thought you could only yield damage if it was genocide damage. There's never been a ruling on that. I think it's completely... I had no problem when they said stop attacking when this happens. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've ever ruled otherwise, so yeah, it was fine for me. And if we've done it a different way, I like this way. I like being able to guess what your turn is going to look like and plan around it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is the Prism Network. Okay. So I think for the most part, yeah, the conditionals on attacks were more if they block with this, then that happens, right? Like I try to keep it as close to, like if we were playing this live, there would be an opportunity to stop the attack. And if it doesn't cause any further confusion, for the game, I think stopping an attack is fine. And I can write a ruling about it. Like if you want to cease attacking. Yeah. The conditionals thing is more for trying to give me a million different, like, but then if they block with this, then we use this. But if they don't block with that and they block with this other thing, use this thing, right? Like it's to streamline and to create the ability to stop when you need to prevent things from happening that you would normally be able to otherwise. Yeah. So it's, again, trying to find that sweet spot between freedom to play and then having it feel like fun and good. So yeah. So we'll continue to streamline that stuff. And if I need to post an official ruling, yeah, stop attacking being the only conditional seems fine. Yeah, right. Like that's kind of what I was thinking. Like if it was any more complex, I'd probably be able to, I'd probably stop it. Yeah, it's not just about conditionals. Yeah, right. So I think I'll do that. I'll just write a ruling that straight up says you can stop an attack if you can clearly state your intent. Yeah, exactly. I think that's fine. Yeah. Right. There's some conditional stuff for the Psychic Academy, the Book of Secrets. Again, like I've said 100 times, we have to kind of adapt to the game as we play it because it's not originally designed for these things. So we have to either change the function of those things or we need to make room for them within the framework of the game. So we'll talk more about that when we do another rules stream and talk about that. Yeah, exactly. So it's not just about conditionals. It's about a larger sense of streamlining and making sure the game works properly. Okay. All right. I need to double check one thing real quick before I continue. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I do have it right. Okay. So, next up is House Reticulum. You're so reticulated. Look at you. You're a reticulated nobility. Alrighty. Oh no, Reticulum, you're not up next. Oh, the spreadsheet just jumped way ahead. Sorry, everybody whose turn I just skipped. My spreadsheet has these massive cells that sometimes if I hit down, we skip over things like House Ocula and House Heir Adonis. Let's do your turn, friends. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, so Ocula, you are up next. It's the sheer amount of data. Like a lot of these cells are very tall, so sometimes hitting down once doesn't skip one level. It's a lot. Okay, all right. So Ocula, you are 9. And let's begin processing your orders. Okay, so House Ocula, they're going to take the action, use asset, ability. Here we go. Okay. And they're going to get their money. All right. Brings them up to 6. No, their income is 1. Okay. It brings them up to 6. And now they're going to use some asset abilities. Let's do it. Happy birthday, Ocula. Actually, Aquila's birthday, as with a number of other houses, is in July. Ocula, you'll have your birthday in July. That'll be I guess it's your Independence Day, really. America's birthday. Okay, all right. So they're gonna move some stuff around. They're moving surveyors, and as you can see, they're working on inside enemy territory. So let's go ahead and move those assets around for them. So beginning with the surveyors on Dio Mikado, they're going to get moved to Hyra, fulfilling 1 of 3. Right? They're going to move the surveyors on Aomori to Yakia. Okay, so surveyors on Aomori to Yakia. Here we go. And then they're going to move the surveyors on Aliorgioli to Honglu. All right, so each of those is 1 of 3 for inside enemy territory, which means they complete inside enemy territory and they receive 2 experience, bring them up to 3. Excellent. Nice work, Ocula. Secret Ocula surveyors spreading out throughout the system. There you go. Okay. All right. So their XP goes from 1 to 3, and that is Ocula's turn. Nice. Good. Yeah, looking for recruits. That's right. Cool. Okay. All right. So, as promised, before we get to Reticulum, it's time for the big bank. So we got number 10. We have House Heir Adonis. And they are going to use asset ability. And they have a lot going on. So let's get processing. All right. They begin with their 11 fact creds, bringing them up to 117. Whew. Okay. The party machines on Tiber, Imperial Prime, Honglu, and Demnoff all trigger, right? Okay. So it's 4d6. We got to roll here. Roll 4d6. All right. 5, 3, 4, 4 in that order. All right. So 5. So Tiber generates a credit, but nowhere else does for the market. There we go. Okay. So it's one more fact cred, bringing you up to 118. And then we got Transit Web on Demnoff between Lovelace and Imperial Prime and between Nivette and Hyra. So let's take those 2 fact creds away. Down to 116. And they're going to move a commodities broker from Lovelace to Prime and from a pre-tech manufactory from Lovelace to Prime. Okay. So let's do that. Eye of the Tiber. Okay, commodities broker on Lovelace. There we go. To Imperial Prime. And they're going to move the pre-tech manufactory also to Imperial Prime. Okay. And then between Nivette and Hyra, they're moving their shipping combine from Nivette to Hyra. Right, moving their new one. Okay. Done. Okay, good, good. And now they're going to activate their pre-tech manufactories on Tiber, Yakia, and Imperial Prime. This is 3d8. Okay, 3d8 in order, giving us 2, 8, and 3. Okay, so 2, 8, and 3, meaning 1 fact cred, 4 fact creds, and 2 fact creds, right? That's how that works. It's half for each. So 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Bring them up to 123. Please. Okay. All right. And then because of that, the 3 pre-tech manufactories trigger mass market economists. So we got to do another 3d6. It's like the bank knows how to make money. All right, 255. So it's another 2 fact creds. Okay. So the man, that Yakia, that factory in Yakia is working great. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, all right. So that's another, I owe you another 3 faction credits, bringing you up to 126. There we go. And then they're going to use commodities brokers on Tiber, Demnoff, Yakia, and Imperial Prime. It's another 4d8. Here we go. Two faction credits, not 3. It was just 2. Oh, that's right. Okay. So I gotta take 1. Hold on, let me take 1 back. 125, and then we'll add more. Okay. All right. So what did I get? I got 4, 6, 2, 3. So 15 total. All right. 4, 6, 2, 3. The reason I track these separately is so that if you're writing your fiction, you can tell that Demnoff did this well, whereas Yakia didn't. Right. Okay. So 15 fact cred discount total. Okay. All right, and I think that's that. Yeah, cool. Okay, all right. So the statement from House Heir Adonis, The Hex market opens to the sound of bells as the sector celebrates an increase in economic activity over the past few months. One wise investor, exchequer Heir Adonis Thomas Noak, has been a boom in interest to his Tiberian island chains. Experts are seeing increased rents corresponding with surges in island tourism, and they expect the investment horizon to stretch quite far in the coming months. You fuckers. For some, this boon to the Tiberian tourism industry has been turning over a new leaf and has revitalized a flagging sector. God damn you. However, renters in the area are cross with local landowners, like the exchequer, and have animatedly expressed their consternation. Nonetheless, now is a perfect time to visit the Tiberian Islands before monsoon season kicks in. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? How dare you make me say these words? I mean, I feel like it had to be done, honestly, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for making the joke we all deserved. Okay, all right. So what do we got next? Now, I'm sorry I teased you earlier. Now, House Reticulum, you can take your turn. So Reticulum, we got you coming in at number 11 in the turn order today. And here we go. Okay. All right. So House Reticulum is going to gain some credits. So they start at 17, or they start at 12. They gain 7, bring them up to 19. They are going to set their new goal to expand influence. They are going to, of course, take the expand influence action. It is uncontested. And they're going to build a base of influence on Shan. So there you go. Okay, so let's go do that. It costs 1 faction credit for the lovely little reticles. Brings them down to 18. They're going to get their experience to bring them up to 3. And we're going to build that base. Okay. So here we go. House Reticule. You're going to get a summoned base of influence with 1 hit point on Shan. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, House Reticulum. Okie doke. All right. So a few more to go. Next up, we have the Deathless. So the Deathless here, we're gonna go number 12. What? There we go, number 12. And they're going to use an asset ability, or use many asset abilities. Let's give them their money first. 5 fac creds for Deathless. There you are. Up to 64. Okay. So they're going to move their shipping combine and 4 monopolies from Orpheus to Imperial Prime. That's going to cost them 5 fac creds, bring them down to 59. So let me write that down. And we'll start there. So here we go. Deathless. Koshe wa arimasu. Imasu? Imasu. I was about to say it's a silly thing to ask, is Koshe still alive? But if he's animate, in Japanese, is a corpse arimasu or imasu? Like if you're alive, you use like Adam ga imasu. And if I was dead, am I still animate? Do I still refer to myself like there is Adam's corpse? Or is it there is a corpse there? Huh. Anyway. Koshe wa. So, all right, let's get to moving. So it's Orpheus, and we've got 4 monopolies. So here's 1 monopoly to Prime. 2 monopoly to Prime. 3 to Prime. And 4. And then the shipping combine itself also goes, and that is in the right place, right? Yeah. Okay, all right. And then on Imperial Prime, activating the Monopoly ability against Fornax 4 times. All right, so let's see. What do monopolies do? What does a monopoly do, and what will Fornax have to deal with? So let's see. Monopolies. Monopolies. Here we go. As an action, force one other faction to pay them 1 fac cred. If they can't, they lose an asset. All right, so House Fornax loses 4 of their points. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. And that gives them to Deathless. We're up to 63. Okay. Then they're going to do some more stuff. I know, specific, isn't it? There you go. So activate the extended theater on Demnoth to move pre-tech logistics from Demnoth to Hroa. Then buy a zealot on Hroa. So let's do those first. So pre-tech logistics from Demnoth. There we go. To Hroa. Hroa over there. And then buy zealots on Hroa for 9 fac creds. Here we go. And that's zealots on Hroa. They've got a very good take a zealot, leave a zealot policy in the Deathless. Okay. And then use their post-tech industries on Chippy. And this cost them 10 fac creds. Yeah, 10 for those last 2 things. Down to 53. Here we go. And then, yeah, use post-tech industry on Chippy. So post-tech industry, roll a d6. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, all right. There we go. Ooh, 6. Nice. Okay. So that means two fac creds, I think. Yeah, 2. 5 or 6 returns 2. 1, 6, 2 fac plus 2 fac creds. All right. So let's move that over here. Deathless go up to 55. And they have an announcement for me to play. So hang on to your butts. Let's listen to what the Deathless have to say today.
Yo, this is a service announcement from all of DeathCon. You need to always remember to be clean and sanitary when attending DeathCon. As such, remember to wash your goddamn hands when you exit the washroom, or you will be out of here and your pass will be revoked.
Next up on the main stage, hostage situations. How to get in and out of them, by Colonel Stephanie Gaz McTavish, CO of the 22nd Special Infantry, Headhunters Regiment. As a quick out-of-character note, we in the Deathless just want to say that we hope you're all doing okay. Stay safe, be nerds, stay in your rooms.
Thank you, Deathless, for your both in and out of character. I love that. There's something so fun about the phrase, and now on the main stage, hostage situations. How to get into and out of them. Like, that's so perfect, right? I love it. Thank you, Deathless, for your turn today. As always, much appreciated. Okay. All right. So coming in, we got our last few. We are going to begin the next turn with House Pyxis. So, House Pyxis, they are number, what are you this turn, Pyxis? You are number 13, lucky 13, in the order. Oh, I can't put there we go. Okay. Number 13 in the order. And let's go ahead and get started. So they're going to take the action buy asset. Okay. Good. So they're going to buy an asset. They've named this turn So It Begins, which is not... When your government is saying things like, so it begins, then you know it's time to worry a little, I think. Also, while I'm thinking about the Emperor, For anybody who is interested in the source material for this game, like the stuff that inspired me, in April, there's a new John Scalzi book coming out called The Last Emperor. And it's the third book in the trilogy that originally inspired a huge part of Far Verona. So if you like Far Verona and you like reading science fiction books, definitely check out the first two. And then you'll be ready in April for the third one in the series. I'm super excited. I read the second one in like 2 sittings. They're pretty good. Scalzi's a great writer. Someday, I have deep in my heart, I have this hope, right? I have this deep hope that someday John Scalzi will be free enough, he'll have time enough to do a one-shot with me set in the Far Verona universe. Can you imagine? I would die a little. It'd be so fun. I've bugged him about it before, and he's like, I'm too busy. But you know, maybe someday. All right. So let's do, speaking of the Emperor, you get your income, your highnessness. Where are you? Pyxis. There you are. Okay. So that brings you up to 12. You're going to get to do some stuff first. It's going to cost you, let's see here. I guess all you're doing is spending your credits. So it's going to cost you a total of 2, 3, 4 credits for everything you're going to do this turn. All right. So there's your turn. Okay. Boop, boop. All right. So we're going to move some stuff around. So let's go back up to Pyxis's list. Between Cabina and Lovelace to move a party machine from Cabina to Lovelace. Okay. So party machine. Pyxis party. You have so many assets, Pyxis. I guess that's my fault. Here we go. Cabina. Party machine. There it is. Okay. So from Cabina to Lovelace. Bonk. And then post-tech industry from GATS to Prime. Post-tech. Where are you? Oh, that post-tech industry is dead. There's nothing to move. Yep. So you go over there to move it, and you're like, oh. So I owe you 1 faction credit. So you actually go back up to 9. Yeah. So you go to move it, and you just pick up a bunch of pieces, and it drifts through your fingers like the ash of GATS. Oh well. Okay. So I'm gonna make a note that was invalid. Invalid order. Dead asset. Okay. And then you're gonna buy a Seductro on Lodestone for 2 faction credits. Nice. All right. Let's get sexy. All right. Pyxis, Master of Eggplants on Imperial Prime. There we go. Okay. And then your turn statement, and that is that. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, from the darkened moon, a warrior of celestial beauty, they venture far from home to pierce a swallowed sun, a trial, a triumph, a seeker, a sacrifice. And House Pyxis, in answer to your question, which I am not going to ask out loud as you asked, I will not ask it out loud, nor will I give you the answer, but I am tempted to just send you my entire gifts folder just in response because it's been a while. I'm really excited, though. I'm excited to answer your question and to see. House Pyxis has been working on a statement or a report that they want to put out to the sector. It's quite long. I haven't had a chance to finish reading it. Keep an eye on the Discord announcements channel. The Pyxis Imperial document will be published probably within the next couple of days. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. I have a day off, so I'll finish reading it then, and I'll hopefully get it posted. So keep an eye on that channel for a very cool thing from House Pyxis coming up. Thank you, your worshipfulness. Let us continue on to our next contender. We're looking at House Triangulum. House Triangulum. Put your fingers together, everybody. Put your fingers together for House Triangulum. So they are, what are we at, number 14? number 14. All right. So they're going to set their goal to expand influence. Okay. They're going to take the action. Expand influence. You know that picture, House Triangulum? You know that picture? You know what? I'm going to just show it to you. You want to see who I think was an OG Triangulum? I got to find, there's a very famous photograph of this person. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This guy. You want to see somebody who knows how triangles work? I'll show you. Check this out. Look at this bad boy. Now that's a Triangulum hat, huh? Yeah. It's a triangle with a triangle on it. That's more than one triangle. All right. So, I mean, so, you know, if you need like a ritual salute, you just mash your face with your fists while wearing a triangular hat. That's what wizards do. That's what real wizards do. Those are somatic components. All right. So, expand influence. First, though, they're going to move some shit around. So let's do that. They're activating covert shipping on Arape to move the demagogue on Eunalis, Honglu to Ifus, Thorhill. So let's do that. Okay. Ifus is a fun system name to say. Ifus. Where are you? Fornax, Lyra, Reticulum, Serpents, Triangles. Oh, I couldn't see you because you're all stealthed. I literally just scrolled past it. Oh my god. That's really funny. I literally just scrolled past. I was like, where's Triangulum? Your stealth is so good, it fooled me. So, great. Good. Okay, so you're going to move the demagogue on Honglu. Here we go. To Thorhill. Thorhill. Okay. There you go. I fixed it for you, Drew. Okay. Cool. So that happened. Let me sort by planetoid here. Okay. 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 So Evus, Thorhill. I think. Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta just check something here. Let's see. We might have to do a post. We might have to do a pause and a post on this one because I didn't notice. I guess here's the question. Serif, I forgot to ask you because when I originally did the setup for this one, I didn't notice your lawyers on Thorhill. So Serif, we'll pause this one, and if you want to resist this, expand influence, you are welcome to do so. It is your right with your lawyers. Get your rep at me. And we'll resolve it. We'll resolve it after the turn. I totally missed asking you on this. I think it's because it was the end of the thing. You're not seizing the planet. They're expanding influence, which means you get a free shot on the BOI. I don't know that they're gonna want to take it, but let me see here. Let's see, because Serif is in the midst of a seizure of Thorhill, right? Oh, which actually I should mark that as 2. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So the question becomes, it's not about the seizure. It's about the free shot, right? But then the free shot isn't prevented by the seizure, is it? Yeah. They get a roll to see if they get to attack, and they would need to. Yeah. They need to fight you over it. Okay. All right. Well, so Glass, get at me if you want to make that roll, and we can definitely do that. We can do it off stream, and I can just update everybody on the Discord. Otherwise, we'll just hold on to it for now. So it is pending. I'm going to make a note on the thing here. So expand pending. Right. The seizure is reason to ask about it. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I missed that stuff. Like, as you can see, there's a lot to do. So Yeah, expand pending Serif oppositional confirmation. Okay, so I will make sure that I get this one resolved as soon as possible. And that will be pending goal, etc. But everything else is fine for the turn. It shouldn't screw us up too much. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Sorry, Serif. I totally just missed those lawyers. Okay, all right. So I have an announcement from Triangulum, and then we will go on and we'll finish up with House Crux. So buckle up. It's going to be a long one. Triangulum's got lots to say. Radio play.
Laura, welcome to Thorhill.
Hello, Ned. And here I find you, in your lab, alone again.
That is the way it is, Laura. There is still nobody worthwhile that I could do any serious work with. You look dashing, as always.
Thank you. So, when can we go to the surface? I didn't show up early to watch the ocean from up here.
There is a delay, but I was surprised to hear that you are coming. Did Timmons come with you? I haven't seen him for a while.
And you won't. He has his hands full in ocean with reptiles.
Oh, I knew that much. But why aren't you there with him?
There is no real xenoecology research on Kama. Nothing you would call worthwhile. We talked and, listen, I had my reasons to stay away, but now he's there and I am here. It was his choice.
Huh, how foolish of him. I am happy to see you here, Laura.
Ned, what's the hold-up? Orbital construction was completed ahead of schedule. Why aren't the pyramids deployed to the surface yet?
Oh, but they are. We just have a workforce problem.
Oh, are you still low on workers even between all three families? Will sending my serfs help?
It might as well. That depends. How much are they afraid of a giant alien fish?
Why?
You see, Thorhill is known for its gargantuan sea creatures.
I am well aware of that, Ned.
Well, the entire installation is set on one of them.
So what? Are your Hungluan serfs afraid to touch the Toral aliens?
If it only was that simple. It has more to do with the zeal that the creature is sinking the pyramids in the ocean. So, are your serfs any less squeamish?
No, I don't think so. Seems like a serious conundrum. But I know what I would do.
I am all ears, Laura.
These creatures drift on Toral's oceans for centuries without as much as a flinch. Most cities on Toral are built on their backs, and there's never been a major catastrophe tied to that. I think we can help the serfs understand that. Knowledge shared is knowledge gained, as they say.
What are you suggesting?
I'm thinking about a field trip. We can take shuttles and show these serfs one of the cities. They get a day off and get used to the aliens. We get a chance to catch up on a trip. And by the end of the day, you get your workers back.
It is funny you say that, Laura. I was planning to catch up, but we don't need to use shuttles. We can set sail on my yacht. Take the serfs on my research ships.
Oh, a cruise? I see you became quite the sailor.
I am serious about staying here, Laura, and equally serious about our xenoichthyology research. Last month, I couldn't stop thinking about the time you and I used to do research together on Habitat 1.
Was it worthwhile?
Oh, it was. It so much was. And we can start again on Thorhill.
I don't know, Ned. I thought you only worked alone.
I did, but trust me, that part of my life is over.
That's so good. Thank you, Triangulum. Very dramatic. I want to know about these giant fish. I want to get one of those. You know, if you catch one of those giant fish, I bet you could take it to that Heir Adonis island and get some money for it. Though I hear they have their own money on that island, so maybe you won't. You could only use it to buy, I don't know, fancy hats or whatever. All right. So while that was happening, I was reminded. I got in contact with the rep for Serif. I did not originally miss it, and we're good to go. So they are allowed to build their base of influence. I have built it for them. We are going to we're going to reduce their asset or their balance, right? Because they had, let's see, they started at 1. Triangulum got 8, brought them up to 9, goes back down to 8 for the 1. And I believe that's it. They got their goal, which brings them up to 9. Okay, so I will go ahead and mark that as well. Let's see, where were they? I can just sort in order. Okay, there we go. Pyxis, Triangulum, you are 14. And there we go. No contest. 1 XP. Okay. And that is that. And they should have 7 creds left, right? Because they spend 1. And then they moved. Oh, yeah, they also moved for 1. Yeah, so they started at 9, 8, 7. Yep, there we go. Got it. Okay. So we are good. We're good. Okay. Next up is our final competitors, the House of Crux. All right. So House Crux, 15. Number 15. There we go. And they are going to take the buy asset action. Buy asset. Okay. So they start with 23 FAC creds, I believe. Yep. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, of course. That's good. Does the Demagogue unstealth? No, because it doesn't attack. I know seizure is definitely an attack action, but I don't know that we ever rolled that expend influence, because you just have to have it there, right? Oh, and that reminds me, it should be a stealth base. Yeah, it would unstealth if it had to defend. Yeah. So yes, let me. Whoop, there you go. Okay. All right. So anyhow, they have their Crux has their money now, so they're going to buy. They're going to buy a bank. On Gleipnir. The Bank of Gleipnir. Prison Bank. Good. Good. Nothing could go wrong there. That's fine. So they have 23. They have 11 left, right? For their balance. And let's give them their bank. Okay. So House Crux. Bank. It is currently summoning, and it is on Gleipnir. Okay, and they should have 11 FAC creds. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did it right. All right, we have one last MP3 to play, and then that'll do it for the turn. So here we go. Hang on.
Returned.
Welcome back. Good timing. 99 hits. We'll go back to this screen so there's no alert. Fucking Mordor.
As you can see, my lord, the prisoners surround a bunch, but no less effective. Think of Gleipnir as a bank of sorts. A bank of the living.
Igor, must you be so insidious?
Apologies, my lord. I only meant...
Silence! Now, is the workforce made ready for our new tourism initiative?
Of course, my lord. This way.
We really need a more people-oriented serf.
I really need a more people-oriented serf. The House of Crux. They have a mind of metal. That was so good. Really captures the spirit of Gleipnir. Thank you, House Crux. That was delightful. All right. So, yeah, so that's that. That's our faction turn for this month. I know there are a couple of little hiccups here and there, so I apologize for those. The unclear conditionals thing, I know we didn't talk about it as a group before. It seemed clear to me, but I feel like there was some cross wires before. So I'll write some rulings to clear that stuff up, just to make sure everybody knows where we are going forward. And within the next month, I definitely want to start doing the design streams again. I want to dig in and get that stuff going and check that out. So if you want to see any of that stuff, you want to check any of that out, you're not already on the Discord, you can definitely go and check that out. It's RollPlay, patreon.com/roleplay, and you can sign up at any level, and that'll get you on the Discord. You can join a faction if you're not already part of one, and if you already are, then thank you. Whether you've been playing for a turn or whether you've been playing since the beginning, I really appreciate it. We've all made so much cool stuff together, and I'm really very, very pleased. I've been instructed to show you something. Numbers has one more trick. Numbers has one more trick up that sleeve. So let's take a look. Let's go back to gameplay real quick back here. Oh, bye. Now it's great. Thanks for nothing, OBS. God, hold on. OBS, you son of a gun. There we go. I'm gone now, though. Hi. Okay, here we are. So what am I clicking on? Show regions. Oh, damn. That's cool. So there you go. This is our control map. Yeah, cool. So rainbow. So now you can see sort of provincial space, right? Jurisdictional location as a result of. Yeah, look at that. And you can turn on the High Church, the UPC, the Houses Minor, and Vela. And you can see the shift and where the other dead assets are too. Ah, so cool. Yeah, I like this. This is like a Fornax embassy up on Ergus. No, it's a Pyxis embassy on Ergus. A frontier base. Yeah. Obviously, this is the best. This is the best hex. But yeah, really cool. Yeah, Fornax is literally just 0606. Yeah, they're just this. We got this one. That's their main thing. Well, because they're sharing Prime, right? They're sharing the system. And they're really close to Pyxis, right? It's 42.6 to 41.3. So yeah, pretty damn neat. I like it. Very, very cool. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks as always for your patience. I am but a biological computer, and as a result, prone to failure. And so I appreciate your sticking around while I do math on stream. So that'll do it. That'll do it for today's faction turn. We will see you next month, but between now and then, we'll definitely be doing some additional work. We're gonna do some prep stuff, and we're gonna keep working on the design. So keep on that, and we will see you next time. Thanks for coming, everybody.